Request management. Though requests can be created in several different ways in the system, you will typically create them from calls as described in the Service Desk call video. However, if you know right away that a user would like to request a catalog item or service, navigate to the Service Catalog application and click on the Catalog module. The content frame will display all catalog items and services available for request. Next, select the item that your customer is requesting. For example, let's click on Password Reset Request. Doing so presents a form that enables you to create a new request. Note that the forms in the service catalog vary slightly according to the type of item or service requested. The asterisks by the field names indicate that the fields are required and must be filled out before the form can be submitted. Begin populating the form by entering the requested by user's name. Note that your name has been auto-populated for ease of use. To change the name, click on the magnifying glass icon to the right of the field and select a user from the pop-up window that appears. At the top of the window, there is a Go To Search option. Make sure that Name is selected in the drop-down box next to it. Type in the caller's name in the search field and press Enter to search for the name. When the correct name is found, click on it and the Requested By field on your form will populate with the selected name. If the user does not have an email associated with his or her account, a field will appear on the form called Alternate Email. Fill out the user's email address. The Requested By and Requested For fields allow you to distinguish between a user who is requesting an item or service on behalf of someone else, like an executive. The Requested For user is the user who will actually be receiving the item or services. This user will receive an email notification when a request is opened for them. If the caller is ordering an item or service for him or herself, the Requested For field may be left blank upon submission of the order, as it will later be auto-populated with the Requested By user's name. If the caller is ordering for someone else, fill out the name of the person actually receiving the service or item. The Alternate Contact field is an optional field where you can include contact information for the Requested By user that may be different from the information in their user record. The Affected CI is another mandatory field. In this example, which is a request for password reset, the affected configuration item should be the name of the system needing a password reset. We can select Email Services by clicking on the magnifying glass and selecting the appropriate choice from the pop-up window. The last field on the form is the description. Enter any information that may aid the task fulfiller in completing the request quickly. Check over all the information entered and press the button Order Now to submit the request. You will be directed to an order confirmation page with a message that you have successfully created a request. From here, you can see the request number, requested item number, and the stage of your request. If you wish to view the request record that you just created, click on the request number. Doing so will take you to the request record. This is the same form that you would use if you were to create a request record from the call form as described in the Service Desk call video. Note the Secure Request checkbox on the request record. Checking this box will hide the Requested For user as well as the description field from fulfillers who are outside of the request's assignment group. Request fulfillment. Next, we will cover the fulfillment process from the perspective of the employee fulfilling the request. To complete the request, you must complete a task associated with it. There are several ways to access the task. If you created a new request and would like to complete the fulfillment before exiting the request ticket, you may do so. At the bottom of the request ticket form, there is a tab called Catalog Tasks. There, you will find an auto-created task ticket. Click on the task number to open the task ticket. There are several fields on the task record where a fulfiller may want to capture information. The Assigned To field is empty until the person fulfilling the task or a group member fills in the field. The Assigned To user will receive an email notification when a task is assigned to them. The Time Worked field on the task form will restart at 0 every time you navigate away from the page, unless you save or update the task record prior to leaving it. The time worked can be started and stopped using the button to the right of the field. The next step is to document the work that was done and close the task. There are 4 tabs on the task ticket. The first tab is called Variables, and it contains the information captured during the request submission process. The next tab is Notes. This is where the fulfiller can add any comments specific to this request's fulfillment or view activity associated with this task. The KCS Results tab may contain specific instructions on the fulfillment steps. Make sure to check if any of the articles are applicable to this task. If you find an applicable article, click on the article to view it. To attach the article to the task, click on the Attach to Catalog Task button. The article number will populate the KCS Solution field on the task form. The Location tab can be used to document the requested for user's location details. Note that task SLAs appear at the bottom of the task record and ensure that the time spent on the task is within its associated SLAs. An email notification is sent to the user who is assigned to the task when the SLA reaches 75% of its allotted time. Another notification is sent to both the assigned to user and that user's manager when the task reaches 90% of its SLA. To mark the task as complete and close the associated request, click on the Close Task button in either the header of the task form or below the form sections. Once the task ticket is closed, it will automatically close the request ticket and send a notification to the customer indicating the request has been fulfilled. A notification will also be sent to the requested by user if the request has been canceled. If you wish to access a list of catalog tasks assigned to you or your groups, navigate to the Service Desk application and choose one of the modules to find the task tickets. The applicable modules are My Work, My Group Unassigned, and My Group's Work. Once you locate the task that you want to work on, click on the ticket number to open the task ticket. Thank you for watching this video. For more information on using ServiceNow, visit the ServiceNow wiki at this URL.